Now, again, we talk about money. Money, everyone knows this, money is the root of all evil. And that's nearly right. That's nearly right. But money itself is not the root of all evil. But you might say the banking system or the centralized banking system, and it's the ability of these centralized banks to create money at will, forever and ever. That is the root of all evil. Money was never supposed to be a thing in of itself. It's not supposed to be a thing in of itself. Money was only supposed to be a medium of exchange.
YouTube disclaimer. I am an actor playing a fictional character that is talking about a fictional world. Any similarities to reality are purely incidental.
What is really going on is a power grab. The people in power, they do this all the time. This is part of the playbook. This is what they do. They create unrest in order to grab more power. So the real evil is from the top. It's coming from the top. And we've got to keep our focus on that. And the people at the top who are really perpetrating this evil, they are orchestrating it. Now, it's not easy to understand that they're orchestrating it because it's not necessarily direct, although in many cases it is direct. But it's more like they sow seeds. They're sowing seeds of evil for years and years and years. And sometimes these seeds grow, and when they grow, they nurture them. They nurture these seeds of evil until they take fruit. And that's what we got now. Some of these seeds of evil are taking fruit. But what is it? What is this evil? This evil is pure selfishness. Now, and the people at the top, these people, I call them pathological, sociopathic narcissists. And it's important we understand this mindset because most of us are reasonable. We're all quite decent, honest, hard-working people, and we can't comprehend the level of crime that is being committed by the so-called people in charge, the authorities. And we've got to get this through our head. There is no such thing as an authority. There is no authority of man over man, and I mean man in the sense of the species man. It's nothing to do with male and female. And as soon as you can realize that, then you have to think about, well, what are these people doing? Why are they doing it? And why are we letting them do it? Well, right now, the infrastructure is set up like an empire. There's not much we can do. The people in power, they control everything. They have their own domestic security forces, and it's under the control of these people. So what can we possibly do about that? If they want to do it, they're just going to do it, and they'll enforce it upon us. Right now, it doesn't seem like there's much we can do. We just have to take it on the chin and accept what is happening to us. But if we can understand that these people are seeking more power, more control, it's very primitive. Evil is simple. Evil is pure selfishness, pure narcissism. It likes power, it likes control. And this is the hardest bit to understand, but these people in power, they relish in the power. They love it. They love wielding power over the subjects, the peasants. That's what we are. We're the peasants, the plebs. And they see us as farm animals. And we are very much like farm animals. You think of us as cattle. Look at cows. Cows are sweet, innocent animals just eating the grass, getting on with their lives. They're oblivious to the fact that the farmer is there controlling them all, and the farmer's going to pick which one to take to the abattoir next. They won't know that. And we're like that too. We're quite innocent, just getting on with our lives, trying to enjoy life. We're happily doing our work. We're oblivious to the fact that there's some people above us orchestrating the whole thing. They want to maintain their lifestyle. They want to live their best life. And our job as the cattle is to support that. It goes back to the old system, the feudal lords running their land through peasants. We're the peasants. We've got to keep our eye on this because what they like to do is divide us, separate us into factions. And we're seeing it all the time. They're big ones, they're small ones. They create these factions and then they set these factions up to fight each other. And this happens in big ways and it happens in small ways. And we can see it all the time. If you just step back and take a look at what is going on. And they're going to shock us. They're going to shock us with these terrible, terrible things that happen. So it makes us very angry, very upset. But don't lose sight of the big picture, because we do not want to play into their hands. They want to rile us up. They want us to get angry. They want us to rebel. They want us to create unrest, because if we create unrest, what happens is they can give themselves more power and come in to control us. And we'll all think, oh, we need to be controlled. We've got unrest now. Bring in the people, bring in the security forces to control us. We'll be grateful. But what you don't understand, and what we don't understand, is that is just the beginning of the end. It's been slowly happening through time, more and more control over us, less and less freedom, and less ability to live a free, honest, dignified life. But the main secret to all of this is to understand one thing. We are all sovereign. We must all realize that we are sovereign beings, sovereign individuals. No one has any authority over us. I don't care what you say. I don't care how big your organization is. I don't care whether you think you've been elected or not. You have no authority over me. I am a spiritual being living in this physical body. What can you tell me? What can you control over me? You can't control me. If I so wish, I would just leave this physical body and return to the spiritual world, and you can't do anything about that. It's important. Again, we don't want to do that, because remember, these people have a particular agenda, and one of their agendas is to reduce the number of cattle. They like to cull the herd. They're trying to cull the herd. There's too many of us, so they don't mind getting rid of a large number of us, so that they can control us a bit easier. So if they have that in mind, they don't mind us harming each other. They don't mind us fighting. They don't mind us losing our lives. They don't mind any of that. In fact, they want it. They don't mind us doing it to ourselves. You know, they're quite happy if we'll do it to ourselves. Good. And in fact, in some places now, they're offering that help. People have said, look, we need help with something. You know, I'm having trouble with my life. And they come back and say, well, if you like, we can help you with some euthanasia. Whoa, I don't need that. I just want a bit of help in my life. So they're quite happy for us to end our own lives, which is the one main reason why we should never do such a thing. If you're in a state of depression and you feel like doing that, do not do it. I urge you, fight back. And that's the first fight we must do, is do not be disheartened. Do not get to the stage where you yourself want to eliminate yourself from this world. This world is so terrible now. I just want off this planet. No. We are sovereign individuals, and this planet is ours. It belongs to all of us. This is my world just as much as it is their world. They're calling themselves an authority, so they think that means they own the world. No. It's just as much mine as it is theirs. So they have no right to say such a thing ever. The problem we've got is we are trying to do battle with these people using their rules, using their system. They have created a system that we all subscribe to. So we protest. We do things like protest. We sign petitions because we are subscribing to the system that they have provided for us. We're like good little children. We don't like this problem. Never mind here. Work out a petition. You can protest all you like, and maybe we might listen to you. And we're trying to make them listen. Please, authorities, listen to us. Look, I've got a petition. Nobody likes these things you're doing. Will you listen to us? Oh, give me that. Okay, maybe I'll listen to you. No. We cannot use the system they have given us to defeat the system. You've got to get your head around this. Now, again, we need to temper our anger. Because, we're all very upset about this. But that we mustn't lose that, but don't do anything rash. We must not get physical. We must remain calm. Because they want us to get physical. If we get physical, then they can instigate more powers and come in and really control us. So far, that hasn't quite happened yet. And we must resist that at all costs. Do not ever rise to the aggression that they want us to show. And there are going to be more terrible things happening around the world. Terrible things. Terrible things that are going to make us very angry. And that's done on purpose. They want us to be angry so that we rise up in rebellion. That will give them an excuse to come in and crush the rebellion. And once that happens, they have nearly total control. And the only way to resist that is not fall into that trap. Now, the thing is, the system they've got is very evil, very, very evil. And it's been in place for years, hundreds and hundreds of years. Gradually, the system of control has built up as society has built up. And it's really built upon three things. We've got the financial system, the monetary system, and we've got the legal system, and we've also got the political system, the authority system. And these three things all work hand in hand to control the masses. And it's done in all different ways. It's done through obvious control, and it's done through less obvious control. And nowadays we tend to like to think that our authorities are incompetent. What are these authorities doing? They're idiots. They're so stupid, and we're getting angry at them for being so stupid. We've got to get rid of this stupid guy and put a more clever guy in. So we put a more clever guy in, and then that clever guy turns out to be more corrupt. You see, they don't mind us thinking they are stupid. That's part of the plan. Incompetence is a cover. They are not incompetent. Never are they incompetent. They have complete cognitive dissonance. They are completely callous. They have no empathy. They have no conscience. They are pure evil. Pure, pathological, sociopathic narcissists. They do not see us as equal. They do not see us even as living things. And they will do things to little ones as well as to big ones. They see no difference. Just recently, what's happened to a poor little group of younglings, some terrible things happened to some little younglings. And this most outrageous thing, it's outrageous because we all see it, we've all seen it, can't deny it, but they're doing this on a large scale for many years, and it's not even visible. We can't even see it. People don't even want to look. So what the hell do we do? Well, we have to go outside the system. We have to step outside the matrix, and there's several things we can do. Now, I'm going to leave links below to a website and a project called the Sovereign Project, and they're doing a lot of work to try and educate people in how the system works and what we can do to step outside it. The first thing we've got to do is adjust our mindset. We've got to find a sovereign mindset. I am a sovereign being, a sovereign life form on this earth, and I hold equal rights to this earth as anyone else. No one can tell me anything. Now, I have no right to infringe myself upon anyone else either. I've got to remain dignified and honourable as a sovereign. But if I do that, then I also am in my rights to prevent anyone doing anything to me. And the first thing we've got to do is get this mindset and get our energy in the right place. Feel my centre, feel my soul power, my integrity, and maintain that. And become observant. Observe what the people are doing to us, what the authorities are doing to us. We've got to study, look at things, and look at them with a critical mind. I'm working on a very exciting project that gives an alternative system. Again, I'll leave a link to another video where I talk about this in greater detail, and I'll leave the link below to the website which I talk about this project. But please, if you're interested in trying to work out a better system, this is the project. There's nothing else like it. And it's to do with a technological breakthrough. We have had a technological breakthrough, but no one knows about it. We're the only ones who got it and are trying to do something with it. And we've got to be clever, and we've got to work out a way how to do something with this technological breakthrough. It's a breakthrough in blockchain technology. See, blockchain, again, I've talked about this a lot. The blockchain is the solution. Not quite as we've got yet. We still haven't seen the full potential of blockchain yet, because there still needed to be some more technological breakthroughs in it, which we have now got. Again, links below. But in this video, I want to point out the nature of evil. And the nature of evil is this pathological sociopathic narcissism, a pure selfishness, a desire for power, a desire for control above anyone else, and a complete lack of conscience. There's something missing in the brain. They cannot They cannot empathize with another person's pain. And in fact, they relish in another person's pain. And if you can get your head around this, and you can see it now, there are some politicians at the top that we can see. See them talking, look at their eyes. You can see them relishing in the power that they are wielding upon us. That should be enough to convince you. The authorities themselves are the source of the evil. Now again, we talk about money. Money, everyone knows this, money is the root of all evil. And that's nearly right. That's nearly right. But money itself is not the root of all evil. But you might say the banking system, or the centralized banking system, and it's the ability of these centralized banks to create money at will, forever and ever. That is the root of all evil. And we've all been hypnotized by that. Because not only are they doing that and taking advantage of all of us, they're also selling us the idea of that. Yeah, you can become rich too. And we all got the idea of getting rich quick. Oh, I can get rich quick. I want to become a millionaire overnight. If I invest in this, do that, do the other. It means we have all succumbed to this corrupt system that they are using upon us. So we all become willing participants in the system, and we all perpetrate the system. And that's why it's so hard to change. You see, it's only really the very poor people, the people at the very bottom who are suffering. They're the only ones who really want it changing. The middle class, people who've got just enough money to keep on going, yeah, I've got everything I want, I don't really care. They don't even want to change it. It's working for them. And the super rich, they don't want to change it. It's exactly what they want. So how do we convince these other people to change it? Very difficult. And you see, money was never supposed to be a thing in of itself. It's not supposed to be a thing in of itself. Money was only supposed to be a medium of exchange. You see, I've got these two things here. I want to exchange this one for this one. This has some value and this has some value. It could be an item, an object, an asset, or it could be some labor, some work, something of real value. How do I exchange these two, especially if we're across the world? Well, I need a third thing, something that will act as a medium of exchange. But this third thing is not meant to be anything. It's only meant to be a medium of exchanging these two things. What the banks have done is turn this into an actual thing. Now this is a third thing. This is something called money. What if I could create more of this? I could create more of this without any value. So I've got 10 of these. So now I've bypassed the exchange. I can now go and get 10 of these without anything. So I've created this money. I've given money a life of its own, which it should never have had. And it's hard, it's very, very hard for us to let go of this. Very hard. Now, the only solution to let go of this is blockchain, because blockchain, you can create the system of the money, and we can fix the quantity. We can set it in such a way that it's not increasing indefinitely. So that's a big step forward. But we can do more to actually bring money back to all it's meant to have ever been, a medium of exchange of two things. So if we want to exchange two things of value, instead of having gold, because traditionally it's gold, because gold is a thing of value in itself, but you can't just arbitrarily increase gold. I can't make this lump of gold more just by itself. I have to go and mine it. I have to take it from someone else. It will not increase by itself like fiat currency will. See, fiat currency means fake money. So we can do this with blockchain. Blockchain just becomes a medium of exchange between these two things. Nothing else. It's not meant to be a thing in of itself. And the real purpose of blockchain is to create a medium of exchange, a medium of communication between genuine sovereign individuals. And it's the big problem we got now in blockchain, it's the big problem we got on the internet. AI is taking over. We don't even know if we're dealing with two real individuals. So this is what my project is all about. The project I'm working on is to have a system that guarantees we're dealing with real, human, honourable individuals. No AI can get in. No fake accounts can get in. No authorities can come in and take over. You see, we need two things for that. We need a decentralised network, a blockchain, but we also need a decentralised internet. Because even now, the internet is still under the control of the authorities. If they want, they can turn off the internet. They can change the internet. They can turn off the mobile phones. They can turn off everything. It's all gone. Gone. That's one of the big arguments about blockchain is, well, when these guys want to, they'll just turn off the internet and we lost it all. So we need an alternative internet and we need an alternative blockchain that guarantees real honourable individuals are exchanging or talking to each other. And that's the project I'm working on. That is, as far as I can tell, the only real solution we have got. But how do we defeat this evil? How do we defeat this evil? Well, we must not succumb to it. We must maintain a sovereign integrity, realise that I am a sovereign individual. No one has any power or jurisdiction over me unless I give it to them. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is we must do our best to remain honourable and not succumb to the system that have provided this to us. We have to find alternative methods of resisting. We cannot resist by using the same system that they have provided for us. So please do check out the Sovereign Project and check out the videos and the links below in this video. And do share this video. Do get this out there. It's so imperative. We need to see where the real evil is happening. The real evil is coming from the top down. It's coming from the top down. Thank you so much for listening to me. And please do check out one of my other videos here. And do get back to me with any comments or questions. I will get back to you. Okay, thank you so much for watching.